The Radio Memories Network is brought to you in part by Liberated Syndication, podcast publishing made easy, libsyn.com. That's libsyn.com.
Welcome to the Old Time Radio Network Adventures. What adventures awaits our heroes? Let's go back to the early days of radio and our imaginations to our featured presentation.
Mutiny on the Bounty is a gripping adventure of the high seas and a story of treachery and betrayal. This epic three-part serial tells the true story of Fletcher Christian's dramatic mutiny against his tyrannical captain and how Lieutenant Bligh, when cast adrift in an open rowing boat with 18 loyal men, makes an incredible voyage across 3,600 miles of hostile and uncharted seas to the Dutch East Indies, while Fletcher Christian and his fellow mutineers fight for survival on the battered and wind-swept island of Pitcairn.
Episode 3, Pitcairn's Island.
Some nights when the wind's up, the waves break right over this cliff. I've sat here and thought about Bligh, the men who went with him. I stood at the rail and watched till they were out of sight.
You had doubts about the mutiny, Mr. Smith?
Not then, no. Now, I don't know. But then, no. But one of the seamen on that ship was willing to stand with Bligh.
But they followed Fletcher Christian.
We would have followed anyone. Mr. Christian was more or less an accident. He just happened to be the man Bligh pushed too far. Mr. Christian never wanted things to turn out the way they did.
So, Fletcher Christian, you go to make a new home.
An English settlement, yes, sir. On an island where no one else lives.
And this is the wish of Captain Bligh?
It is, sir.
All of you will go?
No, 9 of us. The others ask your permission to stay here.
To wait for our next English ship?
Some of them, yes.
9. You will need more men.
Some of your people wish to sail with us, if you give your permission.
Some of my men?
6 of them, yes. And our women.
If I give my permission?
Yes.
You will need animals. Animals, women, men. Hey, I will give.
What you doing, you
Careful with that. We're going to need these
Yes, you are.
for hunting.
You're a bloody fool for it. You and the others.
Why? Because we don't fancy sailing off with you lot. You're the fools.
They're going to come looking for you.
Let them try.
Bloody fool.
Until then, we've got this place. What do you have, eh?
Somewhere that's safe.
Oh, 9 of you and 18 Indians all cooped up together. Very cosy.
It's about time we had someone to do our work for us.
Matt Quintal, you're the bloody fool. I'm staying here.
We sail in the morning. The boat's waiting for me.
Then this is the last time I'll see you.
Yes.
Which way will you head?
It's better if I don't tell you that.
Yes.
Do you remember what I asked you just before the mutiny.
How could I forget? To see your parents.
If I never made it home.
Yes.
I can't justify what I did. But if they could know what really happened, well, at least they may understand why I did it. When you finally get back...
I'll make sure they know the truth. Of course.
And goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye.
See this dawn.
Belay that talk. We've come through a night that would have tried a warship. We can all take comfort from that.
All right, press be to God.
I didn't know the sea could be so quiet. The wind's too warm not to blow.
After we've eaten, we'll go back to the oars.
Is that food coming, Mr. Fryer?
It's coming, lad.
How long does it take to cut half an ounce of pork?
That's enough, Mr. Lenkletter.
Right, it's done. Yeah, pass it round. Take it. Yeah. Where's my...
Careful out, you clumsy bastard!
Close your hatch, Nor.
You drop my dinner again, then one less mouth to feed, right?
You snivelling little piece of shit!
Mr. Purcell, sit down, sir! Sit down! Sit down, now. Mr. Fryer, does everyone have their food?
Aye, Captain.
Very good. Mr. Ledward?
Sir.
When we've eaten, 2 teaspoons of rum to every man, if you please.
Captain.
God bless you, Captain.
We thank thee, O Lord, for this sustenance. Lads.
It's like the Ark.
What is the Ark?
It's just an old story. I never realized before what that ship must have smelt like.
My people know many stories. To tell stories is a great skill. You did not meet Capitan Cook.
No.
When you were at Tahiti before, I watched you and your Capitan Parai. You two were not Teos, I think. Not friends?
Well, I was no man's friend to Tahiti. He treated us worse than dogs.
And so you killed him?
No. No. I thought I was saving his life.
Fletcher Christian, we are chiefs, you and I. But you do not think like a chief. To kill a bad man is not a bad thing.
Captain!
Mr. Tinkler.
Is this the 9th day or the 10th?
The 10th.
How far is Timor from here?
We won't talk like that, Mr. Nelson. Never let your mind run forward faster than your ship.
How far have we come, sir?
Well asks, Mr. Hayward. Well, we took no reading yesterday in storm, but by my mark, we've crossed well over 800 miles of sea.
That's nearly a quarter of the journey.
It is, Mr. Nelson. Break out that rum, Mr. Edward.
Land! Land ho!
It's an island.
2 islands. No, 3.
It's mist. Nothing but mist.
No, it's land, I tell you.
The lad's right. Captain,
It could be part of the New Hebrides group. Captain Cook was here in 74.
Land? Thank the Lord.
Your prayer is not appropriate, Mr. Ledward. Mr. Purcell, we will trim our weathercloth. Look alive. Look alive, sir. We mustn't linger here.
You mean we're not going ashore?
That is exactly what I mean, Mr. Purcell.
Well, I'm opposed, and there's others with me.
Mr. Purcell! There are more. Who are they? Let them speak up.
I won, sir.
Aye, and me.
Aye.
We're in a bad way, sir. One night's arrest on shore would do us the world of good.
Thank you, Mr. Fryer. No, we don't risk it. The natives here are cannibal savages.
I'm not afraid of them, even if you are.
You insolent! Set about your work, Mr. Purcell. If you don't, then by God you shall go ashore. And you'll go alone. And you'll stay here.
Linkletter, give me a hand.
Why do you stand alone? Do you like it? Your face is different when there is nobody near. Sad.
I think about the past.
The past is dead.
And about the future.
Oh, no man can know where his life will lead. Not the mightiest of chiefs.
Sometimes I think that I can. The other women.
What about them?
Do they ever talk about their men?
Of course.
And what do they say?
You want to know everything.
No, just what's important.
The men are not happy. They say...
What do they say?
Fletcher, when will we find land?
Captain!
Mr. Tinkler.
I thought I saw... Yes, sir. Look!
A canoe.
You have good eyes, Mr. Tinkler. Have they raised sail?
I'm not sure. No, sir. No sails.
Then we have time to hoist our own.
All right, lads. Prepare to make
One
sail.
moment, Mr. Fryer.
Sir?
Mr. Purcell.
Captain?
What's your desire, sir? Shall we let them come up with us? Well, come on, man. You say you're not afraid of them. Shall we let them come up?
No, sir.
Very well. Get sail on her, Mr. Fryer.
Break this up! It's just a bar of fun, sir.
Quit up! What's the meaning of this? Help that man up.
Here.
Tararu, are you hurt? Answer me.
I am not hurt. He is hurt.
You heathen bastard!
That's enough! Now, tell me what this is about. Well?
They're coming on!
Mr. Tinkler, report.
It's one of those double canoes, sir. Good few men in her.
Do you see any weapons, lad?
Still too far away, sir.
Let's hope they stay that way.
We'll outlast them. Mr. Linkletter, never fear.
Aye, we've got the edge. As long as the wind holds.
Quintal ordered Tararu to wash out one of the animal pens.
Quintal's own task?
Yes.
And when Tararu said this, your man behaved like a beast?
He's been punished.
And when you punished him, did you look into his eyes and the eyes of the others?
Why did you want to come with us?
My people have stories of great chiefs who led men to rich lands and fine living. Perhaps I wish to be such a chief. We also have other stories of men without wisdom who sailed into seas where no lands ever stood. Such a man shames himself and his friends. Am I to be remembered in such a story?
That's it, sir. Not a breath.
Mr. Tinkler.
They're still there, sir. Dead in the water like us. Oh, no, wait. They're breaking out their paddles, Captain.
It has to be the oars, then, lads.
Captain!
I'm aware of our condition, Mr. Linkletter. You're sure, Mr. Tinkler?
I think so, sir. Yes, there they go. But only 4 men to the job, Captain.
Then we'll still have the best of it. Right, lads. Let's show them what Englishmen can do.
There. You see it?
I see it.
Pitcairn's Island.
They're closing again! Let's break the rudder!
It was discovered in 1767. Captain Carteret on the Swallow. But look at this. This is the island, and this is our course. We've been through this position. We were there 4 days back. Did you see any island?
There was no island.
Carteret's survey must have been wrong, which means this chart is wrong, and so is every other map in the British Navy. Pitcairn's Island isn't where everybody thinks it is. If anyone's going to find it again, it'll have to be the same way Carteret did it, by accident. Except that I mean to find it on purpose.
Why have you told no one of this island? You're not certain.
Of course I'm certain.
Then why not speak? This island is not here. And in your heart you say, what if this island is not anywhere?
Captain! Mr. Bligh, sir!
Mr. Ledward!
Something's happening! Can you see anything, Sinclair?
It's getting too dark. No, wait! I think they're turning!
Hallelujah! They are turning! All right, lads. Break off.
What made them do it?
God knows, Mr. Ledward. Just be thankful they did.
Pitcairn's Island.
There's no such bloody place. Why haven't we had one word of it till now, eh?
It's another one of his damn fairy tales. Only this time it's to keep us sweet.
He doesn't know where it is. How does he expect to find it? Tell me that.
Mr. Christian knows what he's doing.
Mr. Christian, Mr. God Almighty to you, isn't he, Smith?
I say there's no such island.
And I say we'll find it.
Oh, when?
Soon.
Bloody well better be.
Land ho! Land ho! Dead ahead, sir! Land ho! Dead ahead!
Mr. Ledward. Mr. Ledward.
Captain.
Report, sir.
Captain. Lamb and Simpson are unconscious. Mr. Nelson, too.
Are they alive?
Aye, sir, but very weak. Mr. Nelson, it's not good, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ledward. Mr. Fryer, break out the rations.
Aye, sir.
Mr. Fryer.
Captain?
If he's able to take it, please give mine to Mr. Nelson.
Captain.
Do it, Mr. Fryer.
Aye, sir.
30 fathoms!
Trim sails.
Trim sails!
Take us southeast, Mills. Let's have a look round the coastline.
Aye, southeast.
Is it your Pitcairn's Island?
Yes, I think it is.
Well, look at those cliffs, sir. Well, there's nowhere to put in.
Tahiti.
Fletcher Christian.
We can't get our boat in through that surf. The canoe your people brought. Oruru. Eo ora oye. Eta ora teye. Thank you, that was well done.
My people have been riding the seas since the world was born. Your boats are the boats of babies.
I believe it. Well, what do you think of my island?
A land of rock.
Well, we saw woodland as we approached. Coconut palms, ferns. There's going to be fresh water.
It is a good land. We shall be happy in this place.
Mr. Fryer. Captain. It seems I'm unable to move my fingers. Can you pick up this pencil?
Aye, sir.
Be good enough to write today's log for me, would you?
Sir. Sir.
Watch the wet, Mr. Fryer. I mean to present a clean log to the Admiralty.
Aye, sir. Ready, sir.
Wednesday, 6th of June.
Aye, sir.
Course is west by north. Wind east by south. 35 days at sea. Little water. We find ourselves very cold. Thank you, Mr. Fryer.
Sir. Captain. Captain.
Oh, it does my heart good to smell the land again, eh?
Aye. Is this it then?
I think we'll call this Bounty Bay.
What about Christian's Landing, sir?
No, I want my name on nothing here. Now listen to me. Gather round, listen to me. This place is more than 1,000 miles from Tahiti. It's well off the usual lanes, and it's wrongly charted. It's fertile, and it's pleasant, and there's nobody on it. It's ours if we want it. But if we're going to build a community, then every man will have his voice heard. Every man will have his vote. Nothing will happen unless it's what the majority wants. So, what do you say?
Do we stay here? Yes or no?
It was yes.
And he really did ask every man? Natives too?
The Indians thought it was some sort of white man's landing ritual. They wanted nothing to do with it. We never did make them understand. Never. We set up 2 camps just inland. 5 days it took to get all the useful stuff off the ship, and then we'll...
Mr. Smith?
There was one more decision to be made. I reckon Mr. Christian had made it himself long since, but he stayed to his word. He took a vote. He didn't even bring it up himself. He waited for someone else. Funny that it should have to be me. But someone had to say it. Someone had to get it done.
What, Mr. Smith? Get what done?
She makes a grand light.
Aye.
Yes. A grand light.
Captain Bligh. Sir.
Odd, Mr. Tinklerwire.
Sir. Look, sir. Look. Oh.
Lads. 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 Timor. Lads.
Mr. Folger, you were wrong.
Mr. Smith?
My toe for yours. You said you were getting the better bargain. By God, sir, you were wrong.
It was an amazing feat. 3,600 miles and... How long did it take them, Weber?
47 days, I think. Yes, 47. When Bligh got back to England, he was a hero.
A hero? Well, maybe he was.
Mr. Smith?
Yeah?
What's the end of your tale? What happened to the people who landed here? It was here, wasn't it? This is Pitcairn's Island.
Your story's not done either, Captain. The men we left on Tahiti. What became of them?
Where are they, Mr. Smith? Where's Fletcher Christian?
Captain, these men are names in a book to you. To me, they're my shipmates.
You're right, I'm sorry, sir.
Captain apologizes to a seaman. I'll tell you what you want to know. I'll not hold anything back. But first, what happened to the men we left behind?
When Bligh's story was heard, there was only one thing could happen.
The Admiralty sent a ship to round up the criminals.
And, did they do it? Did they find them?
Yes, yes, they did.
Were they all put to death?
No, not all of them. 4 or 5, I think. The leaders, I suppose.
What were their names? What were their names?
Mr. Smith, I'm sorry.
Tom Burkitt, Dick Skinner, Mac Thompson.
It was a long time ago.
Mr. Weber.
Sir, I'm truly sorry.
Oh. You were right, Captain This is Pitcairn's Island.
In that case, sir, where are the other men?
Was it 15, you said, altogether?
Yes. 9 Englishmen and 6 Tahitians. There's none left, save me.
You mean they've gone? Travelled off somewhere else?
No, sir. I mean, they're all dead. It started well enough. Better. Hey, Tamaroa, boy, the son of a chief, was our first child, and he came at the best possible time.
Born at the height of the hurricane, Smith.
Is that well, Mr. Christian, sir?
It is well. Born in the hurricane, live always in peace.
Live always in peace.
What will you call him, sir?
Oh, nothing to remind me of England. You give him a name.
Me? Well, nothing to remind you. How about this? You could name him for the day he was born. If you know what day it is.
Thursday, Smith. Thursday Christian. It's good. Thursday Christian. Live always in peace, my son.
Eat Tamaroa. There will be feasting tonight.
Yeah, I ought to go, sir. My last Melody will stay on here with Mrs. Christian for a spell.
Oh, don't go, Smith.
Mr. Christian, sir?
Come outside with me. Sit and talk for a while.
Oh, right.
Do you ever think about the future, Smith?
Oh, the present's more than enough for me, Mr. Christian.
It would be interesting, though, wouldn't it? If we could look ahead, say, 20 years, what will this place be like?
Oh, a deal different from now, I dare say.
There'll be plantations, new houses, and more children, I hope. Many more children.
Aye, sir, that would be well.
And we're on the way there, eh?
Oh, we are, sir.
You've built yourself a good house. One of the best.
It's small, but it's the better for it. My lass likes it fine enough.
She's happy here, Bellady.
Oh, she's a good woman, sir. She's happy. We both are.
So, you don't regret it, coming here?
Regret it? Oh, I still dream about home. Portsmouth, Dover, London. Home. Sometimes I want to, I don't know, just smell the air maybe so bad I'll be willing to try swimming back. But it's never going to happen, is it? Not if I want to keep my neck in one piece. Regret coming here? No, sir. Not me.
And the others? What about the others? Do you know why she did it?
Ask her, man.
Who's to know what goes on inside her head, sir?
Was she unhappy here?
She never said so.
For God's sake, man. I never heard her say more than 2 words of English. Did you ever bother to learn her tongue?
Heathen rubbish.
If you forced her to it, William...
She jumped, that's all. I didn't push her. She was a good lass. And she worked well enough. Who's to know what goes on inside her head? Mr. Christian, sir.
What?
I don't doubt you'll think the less of me for this.
Go on.
Men are made in different ways. Wise, stupid, hot, cool. I've got to have another woman, sir.
For the love of heaven, man, she's scarcely cold.
You sneaking bastard! What do you want, eh? Well, what do you want, eh?
I want my woman, you white thief!
Oh, your woman? She's my woman now. Clear out!
No!
No! Now get yourself out before I throw you out! Go on, get! Go on, you! Go on, you!
Williams?
The woman was his, I know it. She likes me better, that's an end on it.
Tararu?
The woman is my wife.
We will not see Tararu shamed.
If he has made his woman prefer another man, then he has shamed himself.
Utia is my woman, mine!
Enough! Enough! I'm going to settle this. Tetahiti?
Fletcher Christian.
Tell the woman she must choose.
Hutia, etia oa, ia teo, ioto, prioreato. Tet ario oi?
Eh.
And the man rejected will keep the peace.
Aye.
Tararu?
Yes.
Very well. Choose. Ama iti.
You see?
Try a taste of that.
Ah.
What is it? Try it, man. It's not bad. Not by a long way. Mr. Christian's got charge of all the drink from the ship. Have you been thieving?
Damn you, Quintal. Can't you ever think good of anyone, man?
Then where'd you get it?
I made it. Come here.
You Scotch bastard. A still.
Nigh in a year it took me to find the right roots and all. Sit you down.
Well, it ain't the tap room and the three blackboards, but I reckon it'll do.
You won't see Plymouth again. Give me that.
Well, we're here now, and there's an end of it. It's not so bad. Women to warm us up and men to work for us. And a drop of grog whenever we want it. It's not so bad.
And what the hell do you think you're doing?
I think I am chopping down trees.
Well, chop away. Want to do my work for me? I've no mind to stop you.
Your work.
This valley's mine.
Yours.
Cheeky as a sergeant of the Marines, the bastard was. The land belongs to everybody, he says. We all own every scrap of it.
That's what we agreed, what we all agreed.
2 years ago.
It did for us at first, but now I say it's not right.
It ain't nature. Not white nature, anyway.
When I clear a bit of land and put in yams or whatnot, and I'd like to think it's mine for good, and my woman's, and little Dan's when I'm underground, that's a Scots way, and an Englishman's too.
Aye.
A man does work best on his own land. Eh?
All right, so what are you proposing? Divide up the land. Give each man his share.
Very good. I agree.
Good.
Do we need a show of hands? Is any man against?
Not me.
No, it's all right.
Then all that's left is to see fair dealing. I'll draw up proposals and we'll meet again.
It's an easy enough task. The island falls natural into 9 parts.
9? You mean 15?
9.
These men are our friends.
There's no call to share with them. We've ourselves to take on.
You're braving up when they're not here, Quentin. Would you say it to their faces?
Well, walked our lands, they can share what they grow.
Madness! You can't make slaves out of them, hey?
They like it well enough.
Aye. They don't think of it like a Christian man would. It's no insult to them.
Quiet! Quiet!
Right.
Smith is right. This is madness. Do you want to make enemies of these people? Do you want them to brood over this day after day? Do you want blood spilt?
Oh, come on! But we wanted to show our hands on it!
It's what we were promised. It's our right.
Yes, McCoy, it's your right. See that you don't misuse it.
Speak the word, Mr. Christian.
Shall we divide the island into 9 shares, leaving the Indians out? Who says aye? Give me your hands.
Better?
Thank you.
Don't go out to the fields tomorrow.
Do you think the work will do itself?
I suppose the pains start.
Oh, the child won't come before the night.
You know?
I know.
What?
It's true. It's true.
Is what true?
The land. Answer me.
Who told you?
No matter. It is so.
Let me explain.
Then it is so. There is nothing to explain. I called you friend. I am shamed.
Fine girl. Here. The men! The men!
Now tell us.
Mills and Martin are dead. Killed while they worked. Timor, where's the heads?
What about
Christian. What about Christian?
Fletcher Christian.
To Tahiti.
You are no chief.
Wamehitu Avaria Oi, Uta
Benedy.
Alex, yauradiatu.
Why am I here? What
Here. Here. Oh, slowly. That's
What happened, huh?
You were shot. You have been very sick.
Sick? Well, I thought I saw... God save us.
He is alive. He burns as you were burning.
He's alive?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Wamehi turavawia oi hutahu hirir. Wamehi turavawia
Go in.
Aye.
Smith. Alex Smith. Is that you?
Aye, sir. It's me.
They won't tell me what happened. What happened, Smith?
You shouldn't fuss yourself with it, Mr. Christian, sir.
What happened?
There's only Quintal, McCoy, and me left, sir. And yourself. The Indian men turned on us. Aye, Mr. Christian.
What about the women? The children? The children, Smith?
Easy, sir. None of them was touched. Not a hair.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Oh, amen, sir.
And the rest of us? Are we their prisoners? Will they kill us too?
No, sir. Oh, they won't do that.
You're sure? You're really sure?
I am, sir. All the Indian men are dead.
Dead?
Aye, sir.
Oh, good God.
Sir?
Smith.
Oh, sir.
There's still a chance. The children. Still very young.
Sir?
Never let the children know.
It was a numb sort of time after that.
How did the Indians die, Mr. Smith? Did Quintal and McCoy get hold of some weapons?
Well, Captain, I reckon I heard the women say so.
You said they hated the Tahitians.
They did, sir. But, well, it seems to me I heard the women say other things too while I was in that fever. We've never talked about it, not from that day to this. I don't know how the Indians died, gentlemen, and I don't want to, but it's my belief that the women killed them. McCoy and Quintal didn't live more than another year or so. Those years, well, let's just say I'm not proud of them. But we got the village back into some kind of shape in the end. It was the children was the saviour of me, gentlemen. Oh, It was the children gave me hope. You see the lass in the middle there, with the dark hair and the bonny face? That's my Melody.
She's a fine-looking woman.
Yes, sir. She is.
And who's that, Mr. Smith? Off to the side. If I were an artist, I'd cross the world to paint that woman's face.
That's my Mitty, sir. That's Mrs. Christian.
I can't believe we got ashore through that surf.
Young Thursday's a fine seaman.
So, our pilot was Christian's son.
And the likeness of his father. He'll be taking you back to your ship.
Mr. Smith.
Captain.
Our course is for Boston. Then Mr. Webber sails for England. There's a berth for you on the Topaz if you want it. You just have to say the word.
You see, there go the mainsails, just like I told you. They'll be away any minute now.
Have you ever been on a ship, Alex?
No, I have, lad.
Like that one?
Very like that one.
Oh. Where are they going?
Long way from here, Rachel.
But where?
Home, lass. They're going home.
In Mutiny on the Bounty, Oliver Reed played William Bligh, Linus Roach, Fletcher Christian, Roger Daltrey, Thomas Burkitt, Lionel Jeffries, Alexander Smith, David Healy, Captain Folger, Lyndon Gregory, Webber and Young Smith, Charles Simpson, Roger Byam, Namta Cash, Maymiti, David Roper, Mr. Fryer, Steve Hodson, Hitty and Churchill, Richard Pearce, Mr. Tinkler, and Andrew Schofield, Purcell. Other parts were played by Russell Floyd, Clive Hill, Vincent Friel, Joe Dunlop, Jonathan Keeble, Sean Prendergast, and Heather Emanuel. With music by Robert Rigby,
John Milrod, able seaman, guilty of mutiny, hanged.
Thomas Ellison, able seaman, guilty of mutiny, hanged.
Thomas Burkitt, able seaman, guilty of mutiny, hanged.
Alexander Smith, sometime common thief, sometime able seaman, sometime monarch of a land that knew no illness and no war. Died peacefully in the year of our Lord 1829. Pitcairn's Island.
William Bligh, Lieutenant, later Captain. Commander of HMS Providence on a mission which successfully transported breadfruit trees from Tahiti to the West Indies. Served with the Admiral Lord Nelson at the Battle of Copenhagen and St. Vincent. Appointed His Majesty's Governor of the colony of New South Wales, Australia. Deposed by a mutiny of settlers and military. Died 1817 at the age of 63. Rank Admiral of the Fleet.
Mutiny on the Bounty was dramatised by Bert Coules from the books by Charles Nordoff and James Norman Hall. Produced by Michael Cameron and Stuart Richards. The director was Adrian Bean. Mutiny on the Bounty was a Mr. Punch production.